What's up, everybody? Welcome to Norse Nola, where we talk about anything and everything within reasons. We are live, of course, on the Norse Nola YouTube page. Um, and we are on StreamYard because we have StreamYard to October, you know, October 12th. That's the last time we will have StreamYard. And then we'll move to Norse Nola to the restream where we're gonna keep on going with my podcasts and everything. We have a lot to talk about, so we're gonna probably go by an hour or so. Get back, relax, have some water or something because it's gonna be a while. Um, so let's see what we'll talk about. We have a lot to talk about. First of all, if you see me moving the camera, please don't mind. I'm actually pulling the footrest because right now we actually have is a gaming chair. That's correct. I have a gaming chair. That's why I look like the way I do. I'm just relaxing, just chilling, not being too relaxed because I'll pass out because this thing's pretty comfortable. And honestly, to me, the gaming chair was I've always wanted a gaming chair, to be honest with you. I've always did. I always wanted a gaming chair because, you know, sorry, I lost train of thought. I just got off of work, so um, I've always wanted a gaming chair for, you know, it's because of the chair I had was, it was comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it was comfortable for the gaming chair. Um, the gaming chair was very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it was very comfortable, and I was like, I did like it, but this is more comfortable. And it also has the massager, which is on right now, and now this is more comfortable and more my style because the black and blue, because and the white. Um, I'm more relaxed now than since I bought this because now I can actually kick back, prop my feet up, and everything else. And I built it myself. Like I actually put this thing together and everything. I got it off of Amazon for like $100. So you know when you have like $100 and you're getting the best of both worlds, you really are getting the best of both worlds. So bring up the camera a little bit. That way you can see me better. Still a little bit. Give me 1 second. Oh, that I did not want to. And look at that. We have my girlfriend, the queen. Long live the queen.
Hi.
Oh, I like this little darkness. Darky dark. Should we keep it like this?
Your show, you run it how you want.
Oh, booga, booga, booga. All right, I'll put on the light. But yeah, we were just talking about like this gaming chair and the reason why I like it.
There's a lot of things you like about that gaming chair.
Yeah, I was just telling them about it. It was the price of it was pretty good. The fact that it's a massager on my lower back, the armrest, the pillow. I can literally pass out on this chair, and I don't want to give a damn. Shut up. Um, yeah, another thing we'll talk about is this: is that so when it came in, I was really stoked, and I was actually, and then I'm still loving it ever since. And it's my color: black, blue, and white. It fit me perfect. But the thing is, was this: I was not gonna. When I was looking for gaming chairs, it was like this. It was like I had to have something with the the foot propped up because my knees were starting to hurt. Every time I was sitting on my old chair, my knees were starting to hurt really bad. I don't know why. So
I didn't like it how it leaned back so far.
this one,
No, the other one.
this one leans back pretty far, but that's because it has a pillow and it's a recliner as well. So that's why it was made for to lean back. But I get what you're saying. Like you didn't like how um it was more like an office chair and it felt like you're leaning back but you feel like you're gonna fall back.
Yeah.
I understand. This one leans back, but this one has the wall to catch it, so you also got the foot and the massager on your lower back, which is actually the settings. If y'all can see it, you probably can't. Here's the little remote. It's on the lowest settings and it's on a timer, but just it's just enough to make you feel pretty relaxed after a long day of work.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then another thing I was going to talk about was I went to see Five Finger Death Punch and you know went to the concert. It was Five Finger Death Punch has been around for God knows how many years. I think it's about 20 years. No, not 20 years. Sorry, um, about 10 years. Actually, I think it was 10
Give
years.
or take.
Yeah, around that time. And you know, I understand they're getting to that age. They're getting to that age. They're getting to that state of mind where it's you know we're they're getting old and which is understandable. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like this whole they're getting old and blah 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 blah. No, we're not gonna I'm not gonna hurt them for saying that. No, it's just how they are. They've been playing for so long, you
Yeah.
know.
Another example is Aerosmith. They were doing their farewell tour. Well, they had to stop it completely because their lead singer either got sick or got hurt, and like that was it for them.
Yeah, and that's what it just to me, you know, I understand they're getting to that state of mind, like they're getting old and they're not going to be as they used to be, but they still put on a good show. I mean, give or take in my book, it's more like a give or take, um, in my book. So another thing is that I became a fan of Slaughter and Prevail. Now, I've already knew about Alex the Terrible and his mask because I've seen TikTok. Yeah, I love the mask because the fact that the mask actually, the bottom jaw, like here's the top half, the bottom half, it actually moves with the jaw when so you be speaking and everything. That jaw piece actually moves up and down, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I did not know it was a band. I did not know the masking was from a band, and you know, they play amazing songs and but a lot of people was hating on them. And this goes back to where, you know, people are hating this band because um their mask is the devil because of the horns and everything.
The
Okay,
freaking mask.
it's a mask. And that's why I said. And a lot of people are hating on it because it's like there's the music, worship the devil and everything. Okay, but the singer, he's like the sweetest guy you will ever meet. Like I've seen him on podcasts and everything, and I listen to it. He's like the sweetest guy of all time. He's down to earth. He's not so evil. He's just played music that's like this, and we've seen people like that who were you know, they get judged because of their music. Black Veil Brides got judged because of their music. Who else?
Skillet.
Skillet got judged because of their music. They thought that Skillet was a hardcore, heavy metal band. No, they're Christian. They're Christian, but they play hard rock music. What's another one?
Kiss.
Kiss. There was another one that got really hurt. That like they got really hurt. I'm trying to remember. Shit. Oh, Metallica.
Yeah, I knew it was like. I had to think too. Like, there's a lot of 80s bands, like Metallica, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue. A lot of hard rock 80s bands that.
I mean, I understand some deathcore bands are, kind of that religion, but they choose that. I mean, but the thing is that people need to understand the singer. They have to separate from reality and the music. They have to separate it, and that's just to me, in my defense, that's just to me that, if you can't separate the music from reality, then why are you bitching about it? It's just a mask. To be honest with you, you should literally think that he's a great artist to making masks like that. I mean, name one mask that the jaw of your mouth lines up with the mask bottom piece and actually goes up and down when you're talking. Name one mask that can do that.
I can't think off the top of my head.
And he reinvented himself. Yes, there's some masks that he made, that Alex the Terrible made, is very, can be holographic. Like, he made one that has like pale top and there's blood, sharpened teeth. Like, there's blood, like he's like eating like raw meat or human flesh or something like that. Okay, but people don't understand this. In today's society, especially since I'm glad we're talking about this because Halloween's about to come up. Like, actually, you know what? I'm about to pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick and explain to you what I'm talking about, okay?
9 Inch Nails gets dragged because of their costumes and stuff.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's just, to me personally, people need to stop with that. Like, that's how we got all this crazy bullshit and everything. That's, in my personal opinion, that's just, that's how drama is formed. That's how all this crap is formed. So let me pull up the mask that I'm talking about. That's a little too zoom in. Yeah, that's a little too zoom in, but we'll leave it right there. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about.
I think it's nice.
People don't understand. You can use this in like haunted houses, horror movies, and it will be great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it fits the bill. But look at all these masks. These are all made by him. The Viking one. I love this Viking one.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. I love the runes on it.
And look at this blue. Look at that blue. He did all these masks. So I have to get credit for credit's due. And he even did his band, which is the Crow mask, which I want. I want that mask. I want the Crow.
Like, it kind of reminds me of like Lord Z from Power Rangers.
Lord Zed.
Yeah.
A little bit it does, but except that Lord Zed had the
horn. The rhino horn.
Yeah, no, you know what I call it? the dildo horn. I was fucking messed up. I mean, you gotta understand, it kind of fit the bill. I don't give a fuck. Just to me personally, people need to stop with that. Like, they just need to stop, you know, hating on bands that, they may seem demonic and everything, but really could be the nicest person of all time. They just perform songs like this, maybe because it works for them. I mean, that's why most of the bands we hear, they're not from America. They're not touring in America because of the drama bullshit. That's why you mostly see them going to Europe, playing Sweden or um, anywhere around that continent, because they don't give a shit. They love your music.
Yeah.
Oh, Sabaton. That's the one I was looking for.
Never heard that one.
I think you have. It goes by the grace of the might of the Lord, for the home of the holy.
Nope.
Okay. White Friday, I take a stairway to heaven. No? Well, they got criticized because their songs are based off of war events. Like Soldier of Heaven, or yeah, I think it's called Soldier of Heaven. It was based off of World War One. The first soldier, the French War. Let's see, the Last Stand, the Crusade.
Are you talking about the French Revolution?
Yeah, the French Revolution. Thank you. The Crusade, the Last Stand. That was based off the Crusades and the Holy War. What was it?
The Knights Templar.
Yeah, thank you. The Templar Crusade. Songs from these live events and they put into music, and they got criticized because of the songs they write and play. They're freaking amazing. I would love to see Sabaton. I would love to see them because of the fact that you don't have to you don't have to like history. You don't have to like about the wars and everything, but you gotta give them credit, like what credit's due. They took war songs, the events from wars, all kinds of wars, and put it to music. Like, that's literally hard. I mean, do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said some hot thing.
In my opinion, there is a story behind every song. For example, we're going back to Black Veil Brides, and Andy wrote "In the End." In his book, he described what the lyrics mean, because his grandfather had dementia or Alzheimer's.
I was gonna say that. There was another song.
And his mind was going.
There was another song.
I think it was like
Lost It All.
Lost It All when he died.
And you're 100% right. Lost It All in the end was based off of Andy's his grandfather. Thank God Lilith, who was known as Juliet, freaking be there for him when they did the music video of Lost It All, because I can guarantee you that he was not going to be able to pull it together if Juliet was not there.
Yeah. I mean, when I lost mama. When I lost my grandfather, when I lost my Aunt Jackie, when I lost my Aunt Lovey, my grandfather, my mother's father, was my first real death. I was 15 years old, and I knew death was a part of life, but when you grow close to that one person that gets you, that understands you, because you know it. I was alienated from my entire family on both sides, not just because of my dad, but because both sides hated each other.
Yeah.
Because of my parents.
Right.
My grandfather, yes, he was an alcoholic. Yes, he was a mean drunk. Yes, he smoked. Yes, he chewed. I'm not denying that. Yes, he could be a mean son of a bitch. But that man had a heart of gold. And there are times where I lay awake, guys, and I think to my grandfather and like all the good times that I had with him. And same thing with my papa, my father's father. But it was hard for me as a 15-year-old young woman because I was a freshman in high school. I barely knew anybody. Everybody was in a clique. I didn't have anyone. Literally, I had no one to go to. My parents, I couldn't even talk to my mom about this. But it was just me. And music, and that's it. Music, TV, movies, and books is what got me through these 10 years. Coming up on 11 years that he's been gone. And I know you can attest to that no matter how close you are with the person and no matter how much time has passed, you still miss that person.
Oh, yeah.
It's like my friend Christian, her dad just recently died.
Really?
Yeah. He had colon cancer.
Yikes.
And he fought the good fight. Just like my grandfather. My grandfather had throat cancer, and he had his esophagus kind of spread out. He had to be fed through a feeding tube. He had a trach.
You don't have to speak anymore to me. You could just.
Yeah. I mean, that was it.
I'm just letting you know.
Alright.
I mean, if it's too hard, just let me know.
I mean, it's not. It's hard, but it's not that hard. If you would have spoke to the 15-year-old girl weeks or even a couple of months after my grandfather died, I would have been shredding into tears.
Right. I understand. And thank God you're not that person anymore. But hey, you know,
What I'm basically saying is no matter how far a person is, you will always miss them no matter what.
and I agree 100%. I agree 110%.
Oh, everybody, I got a new stuffed grumpy cat.
The Grumpy Cat. Yes, she did get the news. Oh my God, you are such a like. I don't think anybody will understand the nostalgia of the Grumpy Cat. And that's sad.
Yeah.
You know, and he only came from a meme. He only came from an actual cat who's actually grumpy, and it's now. I don't know if
No, the cat. The reason it looked like it was grumpy is because it had either an overbite or an underbite,
mm,
and it looked like that all the time.
the Grumpy Cat.
Yeah. So everybody named it Grumpy Cat, and the actual cat passed away a few years ago.
Oh damn, that did not know.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that at all. That's literally. Damn.
I'm going to hop off because I have to put away my ice cream, my spoon, brush my teeth, and I have work in the morning.
What do you think I do?
Then go to bed.
No. I still got a couple more. I still got a couple more minutes to talk about some stuff. You go off to bed.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right.
Bye, guys.
So, all right. So that was the queen. But so, as I was saying, you know, people need to stop with the whole, hurting. Like, just because of one band being like this, they just need to stop. So, another thing that has happened, have actually, happened a lot recently, actually, to be honest with you, um, is that, you know, I had a job offering not too long ago. And I turned it down for the job that I'm at now. And it wasn't because, I was afraid to make the move. It was not because of that. Mm-mm. It was because of the fact that I've been loyal to the company for so many years. So many years I've been loyal to the company, and it was just, I made some really awesome people. I grow, bond, you could say, with some people. But at the same time, it was just like, at the time I was not in the right headspace. And I really wasn't. I was, you know, it was just very kind of different. Yeah. It was kind of different in a way that the, you know, what I was going through was a lot of tension, to be honest with you. Put the brightness back on 80. There we go. That way you can see me a little bit better. So the it was a lot of tension going on, and it still is. But I was just not in the right headspace, and that's when you learn. I've been with this company for a long time. I'm making money, and it was just not the good time for me to jump ship to a different job because you know we're about to hit Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving. I call those holidays or months the terrible threes. And I call it the terrible threes because of that is that's the reason why. For me, to be exact. I call it the terrible threes because that's usually it. Well, you know, but it kind of happens so fast. And then, also on October 12th, we will not be streaming on StreamYard anymore. We'll be streaming on Restream. We're going back to Restream. Yeah. Unless we find something that's like cheaper. Because it really, I know everybody's selling, everybody says, go, you know, go to like Studio OBS and everything. But the thing is about Studio OBS. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like Studio OBS. I think it's a great thing and everything. But I'm liking stuff like StreamYard and Restream and stuff like that. I like stuff like that because of the fact that I like to be ready and go. I don't want to be spending so many times doing audio, doing this, doing that, make sure everything is like running smoothly. I'm not. I don't want any of that. I'd rather be. Let's all right. Let's go. Let's get this done. And that's the kind of you know platform I like to do. So, I mean, I think there's other um, platforms out there that could fit my needs and needs and wants, but you know, it is very hard. It is very hard to do, running two podcasts, and but I do the best I can. And it's we. I want both podcasts to do well. I really do. Like I've always wanted both podcasts to do really well, and that's why I take you know all the questions that y'all ask me or any suggestion y'all want to ask me for both podcasts, whether it's the Paintball Lounge or the Norse Nola. You want me to, you know, I take any questions and any suggestion to the heart, and you know, I think it over and I think really, really hard about it because I need to. That's what I really have to think really hard because this is something I love to do. And this is something I love to do. I wish I could make a career out of. I really do. Honestly, to me, I really wish I could make a career out of this. But, I can't. I wish I could. But, there's it's hard to in the business, like trying to keep with podcasting and everything. I really wish you know I could keep on doing this and get paid for it, but I don't. I do not at all. I do not get paid to do this, like to do the podcasting and everything. I really don't. And I was thinking about. I mean, it has crossed my mind. It's like, hey, why don't I do like a Patreon? I mean, we tried doing the Patreon, and that didn't go well. I did try to do the Patreon, and it did not do well. And I think the reason why it didn't went well as it should is because, you know, I think we did not have the right price and like what we were doing, but we may open it back up. Um, we might, to be honest with you, we might open it back up just see how see how it goes. But we're doing the best we can. Like I'm doing the best I can, as well as my girlfriend. We're both doing the best we can to keep the streaming going and going and going. Because once we keep on going, we can actually succeed. And I want us to succeed. I want to succeed in the streaming world and everything. I want to be like, hey, this is, I'm doing so well. Excuse me. But, other than, making the big switch between um we stream and everything, because people don't understand that another thing about the streaming art, like the streaming platform and everything, is that it's very expensive. It's very expensive, but you gain so much. You're getting you know so much for a good price. You really are. But StreamYard, I personally do like StreamYard because of the fact, StreamYard does have, all these I could do 180, but the thing is that the pricing of StreamYard is just way too much. It is like $44 just for one plan. $44, y'all, for one plan. It's just too much, man. It's way too much. So that's why we're jumping ship. That's why we're jumping ship from, you know, um, StreamYard to Restream, because I could be paying $20 instead of 45, and I would get the same thing. The only thing I, will not have is like 180, 180, like streaming 180p. But we're doing everything we possibly can to keep the live stream going so we can do all these live streams and everything else. We're trying our best, and that's all we can do. But I think that's all we got to talk about for now. So I hope we do this before the before the 12th of October. So hopefully we keep on going. If it happens not to be, then we'll figure something out. So I'll see y'all in the next episode. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe, and hope y'all enjoyed it.